In the view here, you see a bowl of beautiful red plums that they're sitting in cold water right now. You see a tin that has 3 sizes of dog bone shaped cookie cutters in them, and you see some pita bread, mission flour tortillas, but it's really like a pita bread, a tortilla pita bread. I think of them the same way. I used to make my own pita bread, which is a pocket. The tortillas don't have a pocket. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this, COVID-19, I don't know about you, but it has changed the way I buy groceries. Our local Stop and Shop grocery store won't take food stamps online, and I have food stamps. So you have to deal with going to the store, all the people, 6 feet apart, all of that. Farmers to families are USDA food boxes that are being distributed. And one thing that they have in there are plums. I have 3 bags of plums. So you saw yesterday that I cooked my pumpkin, and I'm going to grow pumpkins. But I did have some last night, and I was thinking, okay, I either save it for pumpkin bread, or what I'm going to do is I found a very simple dog biscuit recipe online, and I'm going to add it to Coco's cookies. And I'm going to make her original, it's really funny, her original name before I adopted her was Pumpkin. And then I changed it to Cocoa Bean. And so I'm going to make pumpkin cocoa bean, some pumpkin cookies. Pumpkin is very high in so many vitamins that she's old, as we know, and has been a little bit compromised. She's getting extra vitamins if I make her pumpkin dog biscuits. So that's where my pumpkin is going. These I found on Amazon. Stainless steel cookie cutter set, Fox Run, made by Fox Run. Now, with all these plums, I've been asking people, what do you do with the plums? And I forgot completely about plum strudel. So I went and looked up plum strudel, and you have to have, I think it's called phyllo dough or phyllo dough, very thin pastry dough. I'm going to make them with tortillas. Now, the reason, I know it sounds strange, I think they're going to end up fine. First of all, again with the food stamps, and a lot of people are getting food stamps now that they didn't get before. Amazon takes food stamps for some things that they can ship. So I went and I looked for phyllo dough, but of course they won't ship that with food stamps. I had already bought a lot of this for like emergency bread to have. It's in my freezer. Now it's a very thin bread. It's not phyllo dough, but I think it's going to work. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to dice up the plums, and I'll add one of the strudel recipes that I found. Martha Stewart has one. I think it was called the Lemon Apron. All my recipes has one, and it's basically sugar, cinnamon, plums, and then you wrap it normally in the phyllo dough. Well, I'm going to wrap it in the tortillas. I'm going to pretend that's phyllo dough, and then I'm going to bake it, and I am going to make plum strudel. And my point in making this video is that part of adapting to COVID-19 is not being able to get the foods that you are normally used to getting. And the USDA Farmers to Families, there was a bag of potatoes, there was cottage cheese, regular cheese, butter that wasn't divided into quarters. even if it's only the packaging, everything is a little bit different. So maybe this won't come out that well, but what I'm going to end up with is a way to use 3 bags of plums that I don't want to throw away. So the dough isn't going to be perfect. It's going to be a little bit different. I can still sprinkle sugar on the top. And if I had whipped cream, I could put whipped cream on the top. It's a way to adapt to all the changes we're going through as the world falls apart.